Hello and welcome back to Fee Gaming. We're once again playing Trails in the Sky, The Legend of Heroes. I know that's backwards. My cats have decided to start fighting the moment I started recording. Oh well. We recently helped out the Ravennue village, deal with monsters, and in the process got some information from Now the reporter, who was pissed out of his skull over here. I study creatures that lived in the old world before the Great Collapse. Beings that surpassed mankind's potential and indeed were almost godlike. Indeed, I speak of ancient dragons, or in the later games, cryptids. Oh hey! I remember hearing about them in Sunday school. They're around in the world too, up until just a few decades ago, right? But they stopped showing up around the time augmented technology was first discovered. Huh? Joshua, you've got a real dumb look on your face. Something the matter? No, nothing. I'm just surprised that you actually remember something you learned in Sunday school. I'm shocked. Really? How rude. Of course I paid attention. Huge cool things with wings like that? I totally want to see one myself. Just thinking about them gets me all worked up. Haha, I can relate. That's why I've been journeying to exotic lands in search of information. Indeed, the subjects of my research are the wise ones who lived in the old world before the Great Collapse. The ancient dragons. Have I already got the cheese risotto recipe? I do. Okay, I don't need to buy it again. This bar was originally founded more on a whim than anything else. I wish I could take it easy and didn't have to worry so much about the criminals and profits and such. The manager always says he runs this place as a hobby, and he acts like that's why it's such a great establishment. Rumor has it, the owner of Antro says the exact same thing though. But I think their obsessions are on two different levels entirely. Oh, I may need to get a new controller. Seems... nah, for fuck's sake. Milano of Vitrino household is kind of like the vice mayor, except she also kind of runs the place all by herself. The Borden household is pretty influential too, sure, but Miss Marano's the real shadow mayor here, hands down. I'm getting really pissed off with this controller. Right, I'm gonna have to switch to keyboard. I may be a bit clunky. Where is it? Oh shit, wrong one. This one. Come on. The main thing that I dislike about using the keyboard on this game is I can't remember any of the controls. And I just like using the arrow keys to move. No clue what's gonna happen to me now. Helping out Miss Morano ain't so bad, but I can't help feeling like there's something better for me out there, you know? Won't do me any good to just keep crying about this. It's my own fault the workshop got attacked. I should have been more careful. Well, no sense in giving up. That's not the boozy way. Time to roll up my sleeves and try again. The workshop got attacked? That's news to me. Oh, the workshop's down here, right? I'm not used to this. Oh, I can click. Okay, that's something, I suppose. Because one of those controls... Oh, shut up, Midna! Where was the controls for the camera? There it is. Store sales are going rather well. It bothers me that these craftsmen aren't very serviceable, but whatever. Now if I can just keep making more money like this. I refuse to make anything that distorts my aesthetic tastes. But my new boss often makes demands for crude products. And just seeing his face alone makes my will to create wither like a dried reed. What an asshole. I don't mean the girl. What's this? Oh. It looks like my husband's business is doing better than expected. Recently I've noticed a vibrant look in his face. I'm so happy for him. Watch her husband be the guy that took over the workshop. I'm gonna visit my dad's shop with my mom later on. I'm so excited. Sign arms and guards. I really struggled a lot and worked hard when the market began. And I think it's because of that hard work and experience that I have my own shop now. I think learning to start at the bottom of the heap is important for anyone. Good philosophy. You can't run a business if you don't know how the business works. Men, no matter how old they get, have a little childish part in them. A part that makes them always want to chase after their dreams. Too bad that women can't seem to understand this. Sometimes I wonder why I even married my husband. This was the worst mistake of my life. Well. Bit harsh. Having the flight stopped has actually turned out to be good for business. I'm actually able to earn quite a lot more with my father temporarily out of the picture. But I'll try to pick up as much of the slack as I can for his hard work during this time. So he's a bit of a softie. Borden's wife helps him with the business. I've tried to help my husband a few times with his work, but let's just say that the results weren't great. It looks like I'm best cut out for supporting my husband and Morano here at home. I'm sure that my husband's gonna walk through that door any minute now with a nonchalant look on his face. Ah yes, I believe her husband was aboard the ship that was taken. With the Bose airspace being designated a no-fly zone, businesses are being hit hard economically. Flights from the border are also being held up. At this rate, there'll be no deals to be made. But Morano seems to be hammering away under these conditions. If she can do it, I can't give in either. My husband proceeds rationally with his deals and business talks, but Mr. Trino is the exact opposite. He always pushes with vigor and flair. However, Miss Murano is getting together with both of them. She's almost like Mayor Maybell in a number of ways. It seems like my mom saw the culprits too. I wonder what Murano is doing right now. I still haven't heard the full story on this theft case. Maybe I actually need to talk to the mayor. Can I talk to the mayor? When Mayor Maybell was elected, she received a lot of backlash from those around her because of her age. However, because of numerous commercial policies and her efforts for the city, those who have seen her in action have gradually changed their minds. Trino and his daughter Murano are just a few of the influential merchants who support Mayor Maybell. Is it this room? Nope. That's the dining room. That looks like a 7th bedroom. I should be the one saying thank you. How is the investigation coming along? Well, to tell you the truth, we're having a hard time coming up with anything. But we've managed to gather a number of clues. Well, it's more like unreliable information than clues. But even still, we were thinking about heading over to Ravennue Village. Ravennue Village? But I heard the army had already finished its investigation there. I guess if that's the only clue we have to go on, maybe it's worth reinvestigating the place. Anyway, please keep me posted as to what you find. Well, at least now I know where I'm meant to be going. I completely forgot. I'd been not recording trails for a few days because of the furniture move. Okay, where is Ravennue Village? Left. Okay. And I'll make sure to get a new controller for as soon as I can. Can't believe my controller died on me like this. I must have broke it whilst moving stuff about. Okay. Huh? Ugh. Sherazade, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airline incident too? No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was work of sky-bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Bright, taken hostage? Don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some sky bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you've been tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Yeah, that is a surprise. Alright, so these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She is the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh well, doesn't really matter. What do you mean, it doesn't matter? Well, take it easy, Shozod. And be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yes, yes. And make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either. I'll keep those words in mind. Oh, right, Shozod. Was it you who took care of that monster near the mine? Yes. Well, actually, it wasn't me, it was us. Huh. I don't think any number of trainees would have made much of a difference. But anyway, good luck in your search for those sky bandits. Later. What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see, so that was the Heavy Blade Agate, huh? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Krosner, Senior Bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past that I can't go into, and those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that anyway. Anyway, let's hurry to Ravennue Village. Just get me cracking all the bones in my legs. Oh, wrong button. Alright. Let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers again? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. The village elder is up here, I believe. Oh, I see you're all together. What brings you all the way up here today? Are you here for another visit? No, not exactly. We're actually here on business. Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine. Oh, things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got the chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The elder closed his eyes for a moment as a look of sadness passed over his aged visage. What's wrong, sir? Oh, it's nothing really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, actually, we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard that there was a report of some kind of sighting. Ah, I see. Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children in the village here, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow make its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid, any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing whilst he was still half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do then is to just ask him directly. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. I think Louis is down here, last I checked. Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually, no. We're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like agate? I don't know, you don't look all that strong to me, especially 'cause you're a girl. Ugh, why don't you tell me how you really feel? Anyway, but after seeing my great skills with my staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Oh, that's amazing, it's like a tornado. I hope you've learnt your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now how about another amazing demonstration with my staff? Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by chance? Yeah, but how do you know my name? We heard from the village older. You said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine, we're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw anyway? In as much detail as you can remember. Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. I often sneak out of my house at night and come here to look at the stars. And the other night when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. Hold on a minute. You say two shadows? Yeah, that's right. They were different sizes too. Kind of like a mom and a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes. I'd imagine the airliner is significantly bigger than the sky pirate ship. That's consistent with an airline and a sky-bandits airship if you think about it. My thoughts exactly. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the two shadows just kept on flying north, until I couldn't see them anymore. So north is... There's a trail that continues behind the village, and it leads to an old septine mine which was abandoned some time ago. The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have been dreaming. And they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. The little boy's eyes started to well up with tears, That's enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry. We're not like those stupid soldiers either. We don't think you're telling a lie either. We're going to prove it. Really? No, I'm straight. You just leave it to us. No more crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person. As usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we've got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry up and get onto the trail behind the village to see what we can find. Which one? Oh, could have sworn there was another map. Nope. Nope. Isn't there a local map? I guess not. Oh, no, I do not want to be fighting anything. There's no point, they're all too weak. Okay, not this way. Fuck. Okay, attack. You just whack it. And you whack that one. And you whack that one.
All right, we're good.
See what I mean? Get no XP from them, but they still hit like trucks. Was it this way then? It looks like it. I've been all the way to the mine, so I've looted all the chests on the way here. But apparently I still got lost. Itchy belly. Okay. Use hurricane on them. I'll see if I can, I might actually stick with the mouse and keyboard. I'll see if I can change the movement controls to WASD. Because that's the only thing that's really messing me. I dislike having nothing for my left hand to do.
Oh, are we done already?
A royal leaf, huh? Ah, there we go. No, I could have sworn there was a short, a hotkey for that though. Yeah, I have to check the controls. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. This looks like the entrance to the abandoned mine. It kind of reminds me of the Amalgam mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted and stuff. It seems that this place was abandoned so quite some time ago as well. That padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently. Which means that there's no possibility the sky-bandits entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is definitely air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you got that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside of this old mine? There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere else. It is probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we'd better head back to the village and talk with the elder. He might have the key. You're no fun, Shara. And back we go. Well, at least we made it back a lot easier than we got there. Are you looking for my husband? Since it's this time of day, I'm sure he's up at the gravesite on the hill. Probably that big one. Yeah. So this is where you are, Elder Ryzen. Oh, it's you young braces, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bozy region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. There's no need for you to get somber too, though. Sorry about that. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right, there was something we wanted to ask you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I don't know if we have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure others looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be some clues inside the old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside it. After I heard the wee story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out just in case. So would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a moment here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Ah, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Rayton. This will really help a lot. Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try to return the favour. What are you doing, Socks? Thank you. If anyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. And we'll also make sure to return the key after. When the mine was in use, the village enjoyed a period of economic growth. In fact, this place was so lively with miners and merchants, you could almost have called it a small city instead of a town. However, following the war, this place became quite lonely. Yeah, I'm guessing it didn't get closed off due to lack of resource, but due to a security risk. If it's as Estelle suspected, it meant that the village had a back door into it. Which of course means that the village was vulnerable to attack. Was it this way? Yeah, it was. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Let's use this key we borrowed from a village elder. Use the abandoned mine key. Kadonk. That's one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky-bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert. This zone's dungeon. And yeah, no real mine map. Might as well at least have a crack at one of them, right? Flicker. Okay, I can't flicker into two of them. Dual strike then. Oh, they're rather tanky, aren't they? Hell's Gate. Oof, definitely tanky. They do appear to be weak to orbital arts though. Tanky, but still didn't really give me any XP. Well, it was worth a check, right? A broken bridge. Bollocks. Oh, there's 4 of them. And of their ults are AoE ults. It really would be nice if at least one of these 3 had an AoE ult. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say though it's more of a balance thing. Piss off. Another broken bridge. Okay, so that was just a loop. Speaking of things, I need to end this episode now. So, I'm going to do just that. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, whatever else. I'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya.